Hi Narayanan, welcome to Sales 101.in.
Hi, good evening, Prakash. Very nice meeting you.
Same here, and thank you so much for taking your time off to join us today. I think it's been a brilliant week that we have had, and thank you so much once again for coming in.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure, Prakash, and thanks to you for starting this initiative. I think it's a fantastic thing that you're doing.
Great. So, to all our viewers, Sales 101.in is all about conversations with some of the top sales leaders out there in different domains, different industries, to give us all a perspective about what they have gone through, what does the future look like, what does a sales professional of today do to equip himself or herself with the right skills and the right tools and the right resources to go out there and make a difference to the company that they work for and to themselves and to people around them, right? Selling is all about that at the end of the day. So here we are with Narayanan, and I'm not going to steal too much of his time. So Narayanan, I would request that we get started with your background first,
Sure.
and then I fire off my first question to you. So over to you for your background.
Yeah, thanks, Prakash, once again. To introduce myself, I'm a mechanical engineer basically, and I'm in sales career for more than 30 years now. I've been into B2B mainly over 30 years, and I continue to be in B2B segment. And currently, I'm heading marketing in a large automotive component company. It's a public listed company here in Chennai. I have a vast team and more than 700 crores of sales for our company.
Wow, that's a big responsibility, very big responsibility.
Absolutely, yes.
Right. So my first question to you, Narayanan, is why did you choose a sales career? I mean, did you choose it or did it happen by accident?
Yeah, no, I actually chose it. I will tell you, how it happened, but I will say first why I chose. I got actually attracted towards sales career because I saw the sales career offers a tremendous potential to grow. Not that other functions do not offer, they do, but of course, I believe sales, career definitely has an edge. People who are successful in sales, I've seen them leading organizations, etc. So that's one. And second thing, I also felt, and I still believe, it's a very lucrative career, and there's a lot of performance-based encouragement that is given in terms of compensation, etc. And it's why not? It's a good thing, and also it connects me with people a lot. I basically like to interact with a lot of people and travel places, and that sales career definitely offers. So that's what I chose. How it happened, I will tell you now. I actually did not start in sales. I used to be an estimation engineer, which I was one step behind. I was behind the screen in the sales guys. But then I used to closely interact with the sales frontline salespeople, and then when they used to come and tell me the stories about how they won the business, etc. So I thought I should be in the happening place, not just
how they won the deals and how they made it happen, right?
Exactly. So that's where I really wanted to be, in the happening place, and sales is definitely is a happening place in my view.
Fantastic. I like that word, happening place, right? Very good. So tell me, Narayanan, in your long career, that's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
What were those key inflection points or turning points that you had that made you sure that sales is a great career to be in and you kind of persevered? What are those inflection points? Can you just take us through?
Yeah, I can talk about couple of them, or even three. The first turning point in my sales career happened when I joined L&T. That was way back in 1992, and L&T gave me the confidence that I can become a good salesman, not because of me, but because of L&T's system, because they had very long and elaborate training, which will talk about not just the product, but about the industry, the different industries that we were servicing. Prakash, every industry has its own way of working, has its own even jargon, has its own measurement technique. There are many things that vary from industry to industry. So I could get some very deeper insights into some of the core sector industries in those days, and that is thanks to L&T. That was my first turning point, I would say, and I did pretty well. Then, as I was, traveling with L&T, I got attracted to the automotive industry, and we were a supplier of welding consumables to Ashok Leyland. And I was fascinated with the large assembly lines and the vehicles, the way that many thousands of components got fitted. Then I thought, hey, I'm only selling a consumable which is just used in the shop floor, but how can my product can be a part of that vehicle or that car. So that thought brought me into the auto component.
That's a lovely thought in sales to have. That is, how you are making a difference to the end product and to the user of that product finally.
Absolutely, Prakash. Absolutely. So that's something fascinated me. So that was my second turning point. That was about 24 years ago or 25 years ago. I came into auto component industry, and I did pretty well. And I think the last inflection point came when I got into the senior management in the current group that I am working, and where I started off as the day-to-day sales head. Basically only taking the pressure. Then, of course, I had my BD added and my aftermarket channel sales. Today, I'm handling both the OE channel as well as the aftermarket channel. So, I think that has taken me to a growth path. So, these are some of the turning points.
Awesome. Yeah. Very, very nice. So, tell me, in your long career, you've seen so many different situations in sales and business, and I'm sure you won some, you lost some, part of the game, right? You won some deals, you lost some deals, yes. You didn't get that. Some disappointments, some highs. But tell me, how is the business landscape changing? And how do you think this entire sales function and the business as a whole is changing? Customer expectations are changing. What are those key changes do you think that are happening?
Yeah, I think there were definitely many changes. To start with, 30 years back to now, when I compare, the communication has changed, a sea change. Even, those days, we used to make a phone call. We have to go to the, you must be remembering, the STD booths, and then we have to go on a particular time if you are traveling to call your bosses, etc. To call your
a long queue outside the STD booth.
Absolutely, yeah. And there used to be no email, no cell phones, nothing in those days. So from there, today, a sea change has happened in communication technology per se, the communication tools. That's number one. Number two, by the way, before that, I always want to believe that the fundamentals have not changed. Correct. These are some, the peripheral things which has changed. So definitely. So the second thing is the way we do business has changed a lot, especially after many multinationals coming in and the technology factor coming into each and every field. And not only in automotive, it can be in B2C, can be in healthcare or wherever it is. The technology has changed, the business and the sales, very differently how it was, a couple of decades ago to now. There's a lot of change even today is happening.
So technology creates a level playing field for people, because absolutely. It gives information to everybody.
Absolutely. Today, information is available in fingertip, to everybody. And the third, of course, right now we are, looking at, all of us a little senior, we are looking at the digital evolution of the marketing, the digital marketing, the social media marketing. I mean, these are all, I'm quite fascinated with all these things. This is bringing in a lot of change, of course, for the industry, also for salespeople, to pick up new skills. Yeah.
Great. So tell me, what are those very important, can we say, top 3 skill sets required for a young sales professional starting today in his or her sales career, right? Because there are women in sales too these days, and I know a lot of them are very successful. So what are those top 3 skill sets you think a young sales professional today should have to make a mark in their career, in their organization? Can you tell me 3 top skills?
Yeah, very, 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 very important question, Prakash. I think there are many, and then if you take top 3 that actually comes to my mind is basically, understand. I can put it in 3 C's. Okay, so understand the company first, what the product it has to offer, and you understand your customer, a little more deeply. This skill is very, very important. And also there's change. The change is happening every time, and then this something is very very basic for somebody, he or she, to keep abreast with the change. This is very very important. And these are the three important aspects, I would say. If you ask about the skill sets per se, where they can one is that articulation skill, where the communication, because many people communicate but they don't connect.
Wow,
There's a
that's
difference,
amazing.
obviously. Yeah. How you connect with your customer, how you impress upon them is very very important. That's one of the very important skills. And then there's always there's a lot of data that's coming these days. If you have a good analytical skill, you can interpret the data in a way that will help your business, in your business growth or your product growth or your customer. And there can be a lot of advantage because of that. And third thing, as I said, keep abreast with the industry change, because every industry goes through a change in terms of technology, in terms of the tools that are used, even in marketing. So I think he or she should keep abreast with these very very importantly.
Fantastic. I like that communicate versus connect. I like that's a very, very nice point you made.
Yeah,
very
it's
true.
very important. Yeah, how you connect.
True. So my last question for the day, Narayanan, we're going to wrap it up now. And my last question is, what would your, shall I say, advice be to the younger Narayanan of 30 years back? Right? What do you think you would have done differently had you known what you're going to go through? Is there something you would have done differently when you were in your 20s?
Yeah, there are many, especially considering the younger Narayanan, who used to rush up things everywhere with the zeal and enthusiasm, just go and do it kind of a thing. Today, I believe, as a little matured Narayanan, I think through a lot, each and every situation. And then what is that we are really offering for a win-win, kind of to the customer, because it's very important that you win along with you make your customer win, you automatically win. So that's what I believe. So I think that needs a holistic thinking, whether it be it in terms of pricing, or in terms of offers, or in terms of some promotional activities, or whatever. It can be across any spectrum of not just sales activity, across the business activity. I got the habit of little thinking through a little more deeply. That's the number one change that has happened. And the second thing is that I started getting involved myself in understanding the nuances a little more deeply. For example, now I'm in automotive industry for last 24 years, 25 years. Automotive industry itself has gone through many changes. So I'm still trying to understand. For example, we have a huge transformation happening in automotive industry with the electric vehicles. So I need to understand the electric vehicle technology. I need to understand, what are all the changes that it can bring in. It brings us a lot of opportunities also. So that, keep on updating. That's very, very important, which I try to invest time in learning things. And third, as I said, basically in terms of how I can keep myself updated in the area of my own skill. Like I mentioned today, I'm talking to you through this medium. Sales podcast medium is completely new to me. So I learned a little bit about sales podcast. So this is very important that we need to invest our time in the right things to, update. Otherwise, it's every day is a business as usual. You go, you meet customer, you go to market, you talk about your product, etc. That's business as usual. But these are the things that I think need little more time investment, and possibly little money investment also.
Fantastic. I like that. Customer should win. I like that statement. I think it's a beautiful statement. Get the customer to win.
Yeah.
So then you win automatically. Right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I think it's a nice takeaway. And so with that, I think we are coming to an end to the session today. Wonderful session. I'd love to continue more, but I guess we won't have too much of time now. Coming and to Narayan is also a busy person. So thank you once again, Narayan, for joining us today, and thanks to all the viewers for tuning in. Stay tuned for more sessions like this from Sales101.in. We're going to have more conversations with more leaders out there, more to learn. And so with that, we're closing today's session. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Wish you all the best. Thank you once again and take care. Good day.